If you've been watching my channel for a while, you may have noticed a diminished or less enthusiastic output from me lately. That can easily be explained by some factors that you already know and some that you don't already know. And those are the factors we are going to go over in this video, so let's get into it. I'll start with this so people don't get the wrong idea. It's nothing to do with you guys. Like, if you're watching me, you're subscribed to me, you're liking my videos, you're giving me money, it's not your fault. Like, I am forever grateful for anyone that shows up. And I like making videos for you guys. So with that out of the way, let's get into some reasons. I think I'll start with the big catalyst for why I'm making this video in the first place. YouTube Shorts. I've been noticing that when it comes to YouTube Shorts, I tend to get more views on the Shorts, exponentially more so than my regular videos, even if they're pretty much the same content. That in and of itself would be enough to discourage me from making regular videos. Like, I should be putting my focus in Shorts, that's where all the attention is. But as a partner, a YouTube partner, I have to unfortunately point out that even though it's where the views are, it's not where the money is. Where the money is my regular videos. Like, I get more revenue from the videos, but I get more views from the Shorts. And it's one of the biggest contradictory conundrums on my channel. And while I could, like, keep at it, making Shorts and try to make something work, the problem that we're facing with Shorts right now is that there are so many Shorts out there that are AI generated. And even though YouTube is cutting back on channels that are focused on AI slop, they're still pushing it by giving us tools to make more of it. So I'm getting very mixed messages from the platform. Like, do you want me to use AI or not? It's not just my channel. There's quite a few things about the site as a whole and how everything works that just make no sense to me. And I could go on and on with all of my gripes, but I think I can settle for just giving you a few to give you a taste of, like, the stuff I'm going through. Like, if I use copyright material in a video, I get claimed and I don't get the money. That's fine. I don't care. I have other ways of making money on my channel. But what really gets me is when the ad revenue on my videos is gone, so are my views. Like, YouTube doesn't push it, and I somehow get even less views on that video than any of my other videos. Like, that even is supposed to make sense. Like, it doesn't matter if I lose my share of the money. I assume YouTube takes the same 30% split. They're just splitting it with the copyright holder, not me. So YouTube still makes some money. So why the heck am I getting screwed? Again, I don't care about the money. I want my video to get views. Speaking of getting views, restricted mode. Remember restricted mode? I had to put up those freaking videos again with redubbed lines to bypass restricted mode. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. Like, why is it that it's based off my self-certification? And going into more detail about that self-certification, why are bleeped swears and very few swears the same checkbox? Like, if I swear, then if it's just a little bit of swearing, I can keep the money, but I'm not in restricted mode. But it's the same thing with the bleeps. They want me to check the box even if I bleep it. So if I bleep it, it's pretty much the same thing as me swearing it. It's not shown in restricted mode. So, like, what's the point of me bleeping my swears then? And then there's, like, a bunch of other pilly little things that make no sense. Why do I need 1,000 subs to stream from the mobile app when I can stream from Streamlabs for free? Why is it when I download my own videos back through the YouTube Studio, it doesn't give me the original file back? Instead, it gives me their 720p 30 FPS render. If you ever notice, some of my videos look a bit off when I flash back to them compared to their actual uploads, that's why. If YouTube lets me buy a license from independent creators to use their songs in my videos, why can't I do the same for other copyrighted songs? Why is it that when I get a claim or whatever that lets me split revenue with a copyright holder, how come it still penalizes me the same way other claims do? I could go on, but we have a very limited amount of time in this video and a very limited amount of camera battery to go on, so let's just move on to the next thing.
This is the most annoying song in the world!
Naturally, when I need help getting views on my content, I turn to subscription services that take my money and do what seems to be helpful, but doesn't really give me a solid return on investment. So, a few months back, I subscribed to vidIQ, not sponsored, because I wanted their Boost membership to see if they can help me with the growth of my channel. One of the big things I use a lot is their title suggestions and their tags for my content. And it's nice that I have a selection of tags that I can populate the field with and a cooler title that stands out, but ultimately it doesn't mean anything to me because no matter how hard I try, no matter how eye-catching a title is or how amazing the description is or how many tags I put in, I still don't get increased views. Like, what's the point? I can add to that with like the A/B testing, because I use those titles in the A/B testing to see which titles test better, but I never get to see which titles test better because not enough people watch the videos to determine which titles are more responsive. Then there's the thumbnail. Usually I'm kind of anti-clickbait. I just use a thumbnail that's a frame from the video like most people do. But sometimes when I need something that pops out, I will use vidIQ's thumbnail tool to generate an AI image, and that is the thumbnail, which looks better than anything I could have made in my own art, honestly. But what sucks is there's this trend going on where people see an AI thumbnail and think there's an AI video behind it. It ticks me off. Like, sometimes an AI thumbnail is just an AI thumbnail. Like, why can't we just let it be? Like, I know there's bad actors out there, but I am a YouTuber that will accurately tag if my video contains altered or synthetic content. So why not just let that label do the talking? But another thing I like to use vidIQ for is clips, because there's a feature where it can like go through my video and make bite-sized, shorts-friendly clips that I can use to like rake in some shorts views and maybe promote my videos. And while I am satisfied with the selection of clips I get for each of my videos, what ticks me off is those shorts end up not performing as well compared to shorts where I just pull out the phone and record something stupid. Does it like know that I use that tool? And what's so special about YouTube's tool that it doesn't get like the view penalty compared to vidIQ's tool? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Nothing about YouTube makes sense anymore. But you know what? At the end of the day, like, there are some reasons I keep coming back to this. And I want to finish with that so I don't make this a completely sad video. Every Saturday I do Wildcard and Friends on YouTube and Twitch. And I guess if it wasn't for that, like, I wouldn't have a consistent schedule to keep me focused and remind me what day of the week it is. Nor would I have more opportunities to try and be social and connect with the community I have helped foster and grow over the years. And while I didn't like that I had to keep redubbing my swears to bypass restricted mode only to get diminished results on account of the whole repetitive uploads thing, like, to me it does kind of spark my creativity because it harkens back to the days when movie people had to go back and edit or redub some of their lines to air on the TV channels, which is kind of fun for me, I guess. And honestly, like, all the people that give me money or leave likes on my videos or always have something nice to say, like, if those people are sticking around and they're not giving up on me, I honestly don't have a valid reason to give up on myself. My ultimate goal for the end of the year is to reach 4,000 subs. I'm probably not gonna do that because I've never been able to do that, but it would be nice to have a goal to shoot for, right? It might be a while until I feel the passion and drive to create again, but until I get to that point next time, thank y'all for watching, and a big thanks especially to the paid YouTube channel members, like I said earlier, Pixter415, Raptormon132, Septal720, and Wayfinder39. I'll check you guys later. Peace.